the nation, justice departments today are providing people a safe, convenient, and responsible way to prevent the potential abuse of medications.
Joining us for National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day is Val Mariano. Good morning, Val. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tom and Leah.
Could you talk to us about why having a day like National Drug Take-Back Day is so important for our communities?
Well, this is actually a national initiative by the Drug Enforcement Administration in partnership with the State Narcotics Enforcement Division and our Department of the Attorney General. So in Hawaii, it's a statewide effort, but of course we're participating with it nationally. It's really important because we want our communities to keep safe. We want to have our prescription medication kept out of our water system, as well as our land. And of course, we want to keep our keiki nice and safe so that they don't misuse or take by accident the prescription drugs that are in the medicine cabinets or wherever we keep them, and that there's no abuse or mishappenings from that.
I mean, how big of a problem is this? Because a lot of times people, may not know any better. I mean, do people usually just toss them in the trash, or kind of what do we usually see?
Right, what we normally see, and actually it's gotten a lot better because of national take-back efforts. And of course, it's in partnership with our local law enforcement agencies on each of the counties. But what we typically see is that people want to flush them down the toilet, or we just throw them in the trash, and we want to prevent that from happening. So what we do encourage is come down to our take-back days. We have them annually, semi-annually, actually twice a year. It's held in the fall and again during the spring. So this is our spring take back. In addition to that, if you miss these take backs, you can go to hawaiiopioid.org, and there's take back box locations at certain sites throughout the state.
As for today, where are some local sites, as whether it be, we're on Oahu, but I know we have them across the state on all of the islands. So where are maybe some central ones for people to head out to today if they have some prescription drugs that they want to get rid of?
Right, since COVID, Tom and Leah, we've made it really simple for folks. The majority of the locations are still as a drive-through, so you don't need to take off your labels or take them out of the containers. Just throw them in a bag, hand them to the agents. The agents will just go ahead, take that, and will safely dispose of it. But the locations, we do have locations at the fire station in Kailua, the Hawaii State Capitol, Honolulu Police Department, Pearl City location, Kahala Mall, and that's on the corner of Wailea and Wailea and Kilauea Avenues, and Schofield Barracks. Of course, for Schofield Barracks, you're going to need to have a base pass. But of course, they're also on the neighbor islands as well, on Big Island, Kauai, and Maui. And again, you can go to takebackday.dea.gov or ag.hawaii.gov for those locations that I just mentioned to you.
And how big of a problem is this in Hawaii? I mean, we've covered a lot of these overdose cases, especially on Kauai recently as well. I know, especially when it comes to painkillers and opioids. How big of a problem is this? These unused medications, especially painkillers, getting into the wrong hands or kind of contributing to that?
Well, nationally speaking, that's one of the initiatives or reasons why the Take Back Days has happened. It's to keep opioid misuse out of the hands or being abused by our citizens, by our people. So we want to go ahead and keep our community safe. So it is a concern for our state, and we want to be take a proactive approach by encouraging folks to participate in these Take Back Days or go to those take back boxes.
And as one more question for you, Val, is what kind of medication will be accepted today? Is it everything and anything, or are there some limits to what is able to be taken?
Oh, yes. Thanks for asking. So, yes, we will go ahead and take everything. Basically, over-the-counter prescription drug medications, even vets, from your pets, all of that will be collected. The only thing that will not be accepted are syringes. And in addition to that, we're also accepting e-cigarette or vaping devices, but you must remove the batteries in order for them to be accepted by us, and we'll dispose of, DEA, I should say, will dispose of everything safely and anonymously.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Val. We really appreciate you